All right, so I'm here with Nancy and this is Tyler, you know me. And Nancy is amazing. Nancy is a savage fitness. We'll call her a fitness model of sorts in the way that she performs her fitness because Nancy's been coming to the boot camp now for, sheesh, almost 4.5 months. She's done several challenges and she has just been a great part of the Guzzle Fitness community for about those 4.5 months now. So she's gotten some awesome results, and so I wanted to bring her on. I forced her at knife point to come on here and talk about her results, and so she's here to talk about those today. So I appreciate you, Nancy, for hopping on and doing this. And without further ado, I'll introduce Nancy. So Nancy, why don't you tell us what you were doing before you met me as far as fitness and what like a day in the life for you was like before starting the boot camp?
Hi, everybody. So I'm Nancy, and prior to joining up with Tyler and Guzza Fitness, I really wasn't doing anything. I have two kids, and I've lost weight in the previous years, post and pre-pregnancy. And I just figured, I'm like, oh, maybe, I guess that's it. And there was a challenge going on at work, and I saw some folks also with, one of the Tyler's challenges, and so I'm like, I want to do that. And so I kind of just jumped on the bandwagon. And before I was not exercising, I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And I was just tired of being tired. And I guess I get to a point where enough was enough and heard about the challenge. And I'm like, well, that's a good way to kind of jumpstart things. And that was probably like maybe mid-October. Mm-hmm. And that's really been it. And ever since then, I, think missed, a couple of boot camps here and there, but it's really now something I look forward to. And it's my own, like my time. And no, everyone knows, like, don't interrupt, don't ask for anything. Don't, like that's my time. And people have really respected that in my home, my family. Oh, cat, sorry. Like,
except your cat, everybody except for that feline. That's all right. So no, that's amazing. And yeah, you joined through a challenge in October, and then through there started the boot camp. And since then, have pretty well destroyed every challenge we've had since that challenge. And come to the boot camp, and like I said, you've been a fitness model in your own right by your just work ethic. You can tell that you really embrace that time by yourself, or not by yourself, but with the boot camp, but your kind of you time, right? And with that in mind, what do you think were some of the strategies that we use to help you thus far, like with your success and with the results you've gotten?
I think there's a few things. I think that the challenge has definitely helped, and especially jump started because of the competition aspect of it. But the boot camps, I think having them virtually has really been, and there's different times you can do the replay. You have 3 of them during the week that are different times. So it really helps you, work around your schedule. And then your videos have also really helped a lot. They've really been, about the pain or gain and about, there's about the success. And then you've had the nutritional ones that have also been really helpful. Like, when to eat the carbs, when to eat the protein, when the fats are good, when to, just that educational piece that I was missing, that those have been huge. And also kind of how you've helped us. Well, you've helped me. I know you've helped other people too, but you've helped me really with doing the, after every 4 weeks, giving that monthly kind of chart of, this is where you are, and like those different levels. That's also been really helpful. Lots of tools that I've never had or had access to, I guess.
Right.
And it's been awesome.
Awesome. Well, Nancy, I appreciate that. So yeah, Nancy, you've done an amazing job. And I think that, what you talked about was the group live trainings that we do. So we do group live trainings for anybody that's a client of mine, and we do it in our private VIP group. And we've been doing a couple of them on the public page, but yeah, I'm glad you like those because they cover a wide range of things. Like you talked about mindset. Some Fridays we have a guest on talking about their own experiences. Like we had Natasha on the one week talking about her success. Then there's just days where I'll go through with the PowerPoint and just kind of knock out some things that I think you guys should know. But I'm glad you like those things because they take some time to put together, and I think that they're very helpful myself. So that's awesome. So with all that in mind, you said what we've done to help you get the results. Now, what have been your results over the past 4.5 months now?
So down 32 pounds.
Ooh.
So that was, yeah, so I'm really, really excited for that. And then inches, I didn't start giving you, I probably slacked off, and I'm terrible, but I slacked off. You asked for measurements probably maybe a month, 2 months into this, and I never sent them because sometimes I'm a slacker when it comes to that. So I don't know what I'm down inch wise. I wish I would have done it from the beginning, but
Right.
just seeing the pictures has, and you're like, okay, here's the picture you sent when you started, and here's the last one you sent. It's crazy, and it is a short amount of time, but when you make, when you finally kind of decide enough's enough, it's worth it. And it really wasn't, I haven't changed so many things in my life that it's not attainable. You know what I mean? And that's why it's really, some small choices really make a really big difference. And I'm not depriving myself. Like, that's why I say, I'm like, well, like if I want to have that piece of pizza, or if I want to have this, I'm like, okay, then you can do that, but make sure you maybe work a little bit harder, or do this, or, get a little run in, or, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So congratulations on your results first and foremost. But the fact that you're able to do this stuff and not feel like you have to give up everything is key. Obviously, you can't, have a slice of pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and get the results that you've gotten, but you've gotten amazing results while still being able to enjoy those things. And at the end of the day, those things are, so I never told you what they're called, but they're the fit profile. And you actually have your photos in there. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I add your photos in the progress photos by each month. So your first measurements, you only gave me like your waist. And I was like, Nancy, you can give me, we got a whole litany of measurements to do. And so the last few you've given me have shown some pretty significant progress. I wish I would have looked at those numbers. I should have before we hopped on here. But 32 pounds is still nothing to kind of just look away from. So that's amazing that you've been able to do that in just a short time. And I guess if someone were on the fence watching this, they've been following my content for a while, they're like, that Tyler guy kind of seems a little sketchy. He plays with his beard too much. He's got these crazy eyebrows. What would you tell them about, based off your experience, about what you feel, they should do if they're on the fence?
I would say definitely hop on the other side and do it. If you're on the fence, then, you're flip-flopping one way or the other. You have nothing to lose. It's almost like a no-brainer. And a lot of the things in your coaching and your motivation also is really helped me a lot. And if you don't take that dive, of course, you're never going to know, right? You're never going to take that plunge, but it's certainly worth it. And again, it's not like I've changed so many things in my life that, my life is so different. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, I have to do this and this. And, like I said earlier, there's different levels if you want to kind of go with that. And I haven't abided by everything you've done, but I've taken kind of bits and pieces of what I think works for me, maybe in my lifestyle, and have still seen great results. You know what I mean? So I would say definitely take the plunge. Tyler, you're smart, you're motivating, and the workouts are really just, and it's not like it's like this hour and a half. 45 minutes, we're not talking a long time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay, here's this, and the right exercises to do. That's really maximizing that time. And I feel terrible when I don't do it. Like I feel like a difference in my body when I don't exercise. So I'd say take the plunge, and, not even a plunge. It sounds like, it's take just that one step, and contact Tyler. It really is made a huge world of difference.
Awesome.
Huge.
Awesome. Well, Nancy, I appreciate your time. Hopefully everyone at home got a little bit of motivation through this, and you guys definitely, if you thought Nancy's motivating, which I think she is, 'cause I see her at the boot camp, and I've seen her journey, hit the like button. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on a different page, hit one of the buttons around this video to contact me and have a chat and see if it's something that will work for you. But Nancy, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And thank you guys all for watching. And that's it. So we'll talk to you guys soon.